I don't think you guys understand how rich content can make you in this day and age. AI, content, videographers, or anything like that. Yuri, this is Yuri. This is my videographer. This is the videographer for Let's Go Hustle. He shoots me and the team up. He makes sure. Yuri, how important is it for, you know, a lot of times I won't be looking at you, you know, but they're going to be able to hear you for sure. How important is content in this day and age, and how much can it change somebody's life or elevate them if by creating it? You're the man with the plan when it comes to that. So I want to ask you, and my audience wants to know.
Content right now is the most highest commodity when it comes to assets that people don't truly understand that are working beyond their favor. When you post a video, you think that, oh, just because you get 10 views that it's not reaching somebody.
Mm-hmm.
No, just think about if 10 people was knocking at your front door and they saw what you was doing. So also you take that, let's say you get 100 views.
That's a good way to look at it too.
Just think
shit,
about,
I don't want 10 people coming to my house.
Facts.
Shit,
Facts.
you know what I mean? Like, yeah.
And just think about if you get 100 views on one piece of content, you might not think it's working, but it is working. And when you do that, you gotta think that's 100 people. Let's say you had a booth in a convention and 100 people came up to your booth. They might have never bought something, but they know about you now. So now you think, okay, let's reach 1,000 views. That's 1,000 people that have came up to your booth. So you gotta think, if they never bought something, remember, I would rather people know me, and they probably never bought something, but at least they know me for what I do. So when they do need my product or service, then what? They're gonna remember me and I'm top of mind. And then after that, if you're consistent, you can be top of mind to the point where people remember you to do what? Take charge and take action to buy your product or your service. That's why content is so crazy right now, to the point where if you're good at it, or even if you just offer the meta glasses, or you can just offer your phone, the whole point is that start. Because if you don't start, you literally are behind the game, because there's somebody 5 miles down the road that is posting, and if you're not posting, I'm gonna be really honest with you, they're beating you at your own game if you have that same product or service, because they're being seen. Back in the day, we didn't have content like this. You had to really be out there in the streets. You had to really have your face known. Now, people could just hop on the phone and they can see Let's Go Hustle and be like, dang, I need to get my credit fixed. I'm gonna hit this person up. And then if you're really savvy with it, you run paid ads. And then you can really get in front of a lot of people just by paying Meta to do what? Get in front of more people. But
So I got a question about that. So when it comes to paying for Meta ads, because I'm pretty sure everybody wants down to paying for Meta ads, what type of number should you be budgeting? How do you know when an ad is doing good and when it's not? Like, because I know I'm running ads specifically right now, and I'm pushing about anywhere from $100, $150 to $200 a day in the ad. Is that a good number? Is that what are people's expectations? Because obviously we know content is the key. Content is how you carry your, that's what I built this business upon. I built this on content and giving a message to you guys in a deliverable fashion so you can understand what I can do to help you. So what if I want to reach more people? There's billions of people in the world. I feel like I'm not reaching I want to reach everybody because I have something that's valuable. What's a good number? Like a starting out, and then when you're like at scale, you know?
I would say this is the first thing is you can spend anywhere from 50 to 100 a day. You're going to see some type of reach. But what I would say is this, is that it goes back to the content. Because it's the creative, 80% of what money is made off when it comes to paid ads is about the creative. So that's why people test so many times. You get people that test 30 ads in one day because they're trying to see what works. Once they find where it works, then they put a buttload of money behind it. Because if they have $5,000 sitting around, I'm not gonna use $5,000 on shitty creatives, or what the creative is a video, the video of the ad. I'm not gonna spend a whole bunch of money on a bad creative, a bad video. What I'm gonna make sure is I'm gonna test with a low amount of income to see if somebody hits off of it first. Just like baiting, just bait, throw your rod out there. If it hits, we're gonna keep throwing that same bait out there.
Right.
In the
same spot.
Yeah, that same spot, same.
Till we hit something.
Till we hit something.
Yeah.
And then once it hit, that tells us enough to do what? Take it to that next level and start putting some serious dollars behind it. And that's how you can really, it's about, I'm gonna just give a quick play. The quick play is very simple. Put up 30 pieces of content on your platform. If you get more than 2,000 to 5,000 views on one piece of content out of that 30 pieces of content, that's something you can run a local ad to in your zip code, and I guarantee you get back business. Simple as that.
So the mile radius.
Yes, you can do the mile radius, but the whole point is that the platform is already rewarding you by telling you what is working. If you push out the content though. That's why people are pushing out so much content. The true people like Let's Go Hustle, we're pushing out so much content because we understand that when stuff does hit, that's when we're gonna put the money up.
Yep, and it's gonna keep growing and scaling.
So at the end of the day, if you're trying to figure that out, if you're a person that's trying to figure out like, I wanna do paid ads, well, first get your content right.
Yeah.
Like, go back to the plan board and get your contract. Because if you're not posting, people are going to go back to your page from an ad. If you post an ad and they're going to see you like, oh, he ain't really doing what he say he do. So the trust isn't there. You got to build trust before somebody spends money with you. There's an old saying is that, and even in the military, you can talk about this. The sergeants that yell at the military dudes and the ones that hit the front line for the sergeant, the reason why they go do that for that sergeant or do anything for the sergeant is because that sergeant has instilled trust in them before he went to go take action. You have loyal people off back.
100%.
Because the sergeant has
trust him.
I trust that dude. He might be yelling at me, but there's some type of relationship that has been built there, mutual trust and loyalty.
So they need to be doing that with their content,
Yes.
with their value, with their offer or whatever they give back. They need to be expressing it in a way to where the audience can gain trust in them for them to be successful.
Yes.
And you guys understand that this is why you see Let's Go Hustle. That's why you continue to see Trevor Calais or anybody that's a part of Let's Go Hustle. That's why you see this, because we know the importance of like having a brand and pushing that brand. And I got one of the best people in the business when it comes to growing your brand and expanding it and making sure it can be on your eyes. That's what we do over here. We're not, Let's Go Hustle it's called Let's Go Hustle. It doesn't, Turo made me rich. Credit made me rich. You know what I mean? Wealthy, things like that, right? But it's not about Turo. It's not called Turo Go Hustle. It's called Let's Go Hustle. So everybody has some type of value that they can provide. When you connect with Let's Go Hustle and you do business with us, you're automatically affiliated with everybody I got. So if you need a content creator or somebody to build your brand, this is your source, right? Whenever you come through our program as a mentee and being a part of the mentorship, you're gonna get step-by-step service of everything that we've already done ourselves. So I gotta get your credit right so you can be successful. I can't put you in a business with bad credit. You can't get nothing. You can't grow and scale. So I gotta get your credit right. I gotta build your LLC for you so you can do it the right way to get capital. I gotta send you the lending team so that the lenders can get you funding and get you capital so that you can continue to operate your business, right? Then I gotta give you the business model to make you successful. And then after that, everything else is a bonus. My partnerships with real estate, my partnerships with Airbnb gurus, with podcasting gurus, with content creation gurus, everybody is a part of this one brand and business. You can even get marketing, AI, VAs. You can get your own finance system built in your package, whichever package you choose. We're not just out here. Let's Go Hustle's not out here just trying to collect a check and give you a course. You are a student. You are a mentee. You are like my child, right? I want to make sure that you are successful. You are in this system. You are family. That's what happens when you move forward with Let's Go Hustle. And that's the difference between Let's Go Hustle and a lot of these other people that you guys may come across on the internet and find. We're game, we're giving sauce, and we definitely want you to win. We're not gatekeeping. We're making sure everybody is successful. So make sure you share this video with somebody you care about, especially if they want to learn about content, running ads, or anything that we just discussed when it comes to the business. If you want them to level up, you share this, you drop some comments, and make sure you hit that subscribe button. Let's go.